Hey guys, my name's Elizabeth and welcome back to my channel, Midwest McCulloch. I am a beginner homesteader and gardener, and I'm also a houseplant collector based in South Central Indiana. For today's video, I'm going to be rearranging and redecorating our front porch in preparation for fall. So I've brought out some of our fall decorations. It's not completely fall all the way yet, but we definitely are getting there, and I also just wanted to make some space on our front porch and make it feel a little less cluttered. Kind of working with a small space in our house. We don't have a garage or a basement or an attic, so our porch kind of becomes a catch-all when we come home. So there's tools on our porch, our bikes are all out here, all of our outdoor toys will either make home on our front porch or on the deck. So I'm going to be clearing our porch of all the things that don't belong. I rearranged a little bit, and I also started adding in our fall decorations. With that being said, let's get started. The first thing I had to do was remove all of the large tools and other items from the porch and take them back to the deck. This took a lot of trips, and I was definitely out of breath by the time I was done. As you can see, there's an assortment of tools, toys, bikes, plants, shelves, random decor. There's just a lot of stuff that gets constantly shuffled around because we don't have proper designated space for the items. Literally, there's no room. My husband and I are also major collectors. We collect books, Legos, tools, plants, rocks, flowers, you name it. We met studying biology and both have naturalist instincts, so our home has quickly been taken over by the many things we find on our excursions. We enjoy seeing the things we love all the time, but it's also a lot of upkeep as it becomes cluttered so quickly. Now, I don't want to sound like I'm complaining, because we absolutely adore this house. It's difficult to even look at other houses because we love this one so much. It was perfect when we were a family of 3, my husband, my stepdaughter, and I, but we outgrew it when I had my son, and we also rent and are ready to have our own home. But we're about to have another baby too, so it's truly time for us to move on and buy a larger house. Fortunately, when it comes to decor, our style translates through all seasons. We just have to add a few pops of seasonal colors every now and then. Like for summer, I added in some blue pieces. For fall, we'll keep most of what we decorated with for summer, but remove the blue and add little splashes of orange here and there using pumpkins and whatnot. We have a bird feeder out front, and this bin had some loose bird seed in it, so I'm dumping it into the jar to free up the container. The suet and the other bag of bird seed from this container are going into the apple barrel under the bench. Started playing around with my houseplants to see how I want them arranged on the porch. These are the remaining few that are going to have to come inside soon. In this corner next to the front door, I'm going to decorate with corn we grew in our garden. We contracted a fungus over the summer, so we cut it down and dried it instead of growing for produce. So we just dried the full stalk. I also dried some grass to decorate with. I have everything on the porch that I want to stay on the porch in terms of decoration and kids' toys and whatnot, and just rearranged the furniture on the porch. I like the way it looks, so now I'm going to start adding in our fall decorations. We are back for day 2 of decorate the porch for fall. I went out to get a few things, but I'm just going to show you real quick what I got because I just thought that there were some pieces missing. So first of all, I found this at Kroger. I've had a lot of calatheas before, but none quite this beautiful. So, and large. I hope I can keep it alive. For the porch, I got a couple bales of straw, and I've already got one where I want it, and I'll show you that because I kind of rearranged again. I'm going to be repotting soon, so I got some perlite and some coco coir to mix into my, to mix into my soil. I also got this skull yesterday at Kroger because it was on sale, and I just could not help myself. I got a few saucers because some of my plants just don't have them, and if they're coming inside, we're really gonna need them. So I got some plastic saucers. I went with the deeper ones because I like to bottom water. And then I got just some terracotta saucers as well. I found this nice basket, which is in really good shape. I'm not totally sure what I'm gonna use it for. It probably will end up going inside. And then for out here, I found this awesome wicker little chest. Like, it's a tiny little wicker chest that it looks like it was spray painted or something. I don't know. But I was thinking this would be good for like this would be good for, because these plants are eventually going to go inside and it's going to be like exposed underneath the ladder. I'm going to use this chest to keep our bird seed and our chicken feed in, just to keep it a little more organized and aesthetic. Plus I really like this chest. It was $4 and I figure for storage it's really cute, because I mean you can spend $8 getting one of those plastic totes. So this is really cute. I'm really excited about it, honestly. Taylor mentioned getting like a table or something to put all the stuff that's in the corner on. I'm trying to go for like contained clutter, because obviously our aesthetic and our style is pretty cluttered. We just kind of like the look of lots of stuff, but I want to have it all in a contained space. And I worry that if I were to bring a table onto the porch, it would just end up more and more cluttered. We'd put all the stuff on top of the table, but then we'd end up using underneath the table for storage and stuff. And we need to, as a family, get in the habit of putting things where they go when we get home, like just being responsible for stuff when we get home, which is difficult to do, especially in a house like ours, because we are so limited in storage space. Yes. So basically our front porch and our deck turn into the catch-all for all of our large items, large outdoor items at that. Like yesterday you saw me moving power tools and our bikes and stuff. I know despite what I'm doing right now, the porch is just not gonna stay looking this way, but if we can keep it tidy and keep all of our things like contained, that will help a lot. I thought about getting some pumpkins today just to kind of like cap off the look, because I'm not super, like, I want to show you everything, I just don't have it decorated as much as I would like to, and that's okay. That's just because we don't have pumpkins yet and all that. Pumpkins are a family affair for us, so I didn't want to just go out and buy pumpkins and bring them home when no one else was there to participate, so I just chose not to today. I've got our little decor pumpkins and that's enough for now. I also want to talk about our gourds. You might have noticed yesterday I was decorating with these gourds, and these are gourds that Taylor grew probably 3 or 4 years ago now. I can't remember off the top of my head what they're called, so I'll look into it and have it somewhere on the screen. He grew them and then dried them, and so now we have just a random assortment of gourds that we can use for decorations, like for every season really, because they're just natural looking, and that's how we decorate anyways, is just kind of with like natural pieces. We had one that he turned into a birdhouse that we had like painted by an artist in town, which was really neat. We commissioned that for my parents. So these are just a fun decoration piece to have, and something that you can do on your own too. It took a while for them to dry out, really, and we had to make sure that they weren't like getting rained on or anything like that. A lot of this spotting is like mold from getting rained on, but they're still really cool looking. So now I'm gonna take you and show you just how I rearranged that little corner that I already had going on. So this is where I put our hay bales, straw bales, and I still need to take them out of the plastic, but I think it looks really nice with the corn and the gourds. Just a very natural little corner, and this is right next to our front door. So here's what it looks like when you come up onto our porch. We've got our corn, straw, and gourds over here. Some more Halloween-y stuff on that wicker table. And then more natural stuff over in that corner. I also added a skeleton and an eyeball to our little cotton wreath. I do like this wreath a lot. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I really had a lot of fun redecorating our front porch and taking it from summer to fall. There's still a few more things to do to make it even more fall-y because we haven't gotten pumpkins yet. That's something that we like to do as a family. Same with decorating inside. We usually make that a family affair as opposed to just me doing that. So I am waiting for the rest of the family to join me. Yeah, obviously we do go with more natural decor. We've got our dried corn and all of our dried gourds. I mean, there's dried flowers all over the place, and obviously our live plants that we decorate with. That's just kind of the style of decor that we're drawn to, but it's still evolving. I'm not quite content with where I'm at with my style decor wise. So we'll just see how that progresses in years to come, because that also is just something that comes with time. But this is our favorite time of year. We love watching the leaves change and everything that we love watching the landscape around us change, and we love hiking this time of year. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe and hit that thumbs up button and share this video if you would like to. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.